welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with a review of a movie that came into theaters, a couple weeks ago. And, I figured I could take my time seeing this one because my anticipation level to go see this movie was about the same rating as its Rotten Tomatoes score opening weekend. A big fat 0! That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, my punishment finally came and I got the chance to see this movie, but who knows, maybe I'll like it. My review of the 2017 sci-fi, horror, drama, whatever this is, remake, Flatliners, coming up now. Courtney, a medical student obsessed with the idea of there being an afterlife, wants to know what happens after death. She ends up recruiting a couple of her fellow students to conduct an experiment. In an unused hospital room, the students stop Courtney's heart for 60 seconds, record the brain activity, and then bring her back. After the experiment, Courtney begins to have increased intelligence and euphoria as one of the pros. The other students begin to try out the experiment on themselves as well, but when they begin to be haunted by visions of their worst nightmares, they begin to realize they've made a mistake. So what did I think of Flatliners? I thought it's a ghastly sci-fi horror film. During the film's production, there had been rumors that this was going to be a sequel, seeing as Kiefer Sutherland, who appeared in the original movie, would be back for this one. Well, he is back, but as a totally different character, which is basically a cameo, and this most certainly is a remake and not a second entry. I'll start out by saying that this is one of the most boring movie-watching experiences I can remember in a long time. I had zero interest for any of these cookie-cutter, one-note characters, or their stories either. The film tries to play around with the effects of the experiment being supernatural, as the students are haunted by some rather lame visions, whether it be a dead relative, an unborn baby, or even a jellyfish. The film tries to frighten audiences, but it's not scary in the least, and packs in a marathon of awful jump scare attempts. It's also not a very well-made movie, and looks and feels like a television pilot that would debut on the CW network. There's also a slew of horribly lame jokes which fail at every attempt, and a script which is full of terrible dialogue. We also get some really dull relationships and hookups which are really unneeded. With how long everything is drug out, I found it funny how quickly everything is actually resolved, and the audience does get a quick ending. At least that was something. In what should have been an 80-minute affair, the movie slogs along with an hour and 50-minute runtime. I felt every single second of, and I just wanted it to be over. The mostly uninspired cast stars Ellen Page as Courtney Holmes, the medical student who wants answers about the afterlife and begins conducting the experiments, Diego Luna, Captain Cassian Andor himself, as Ray, the only student who doesn't flatline and believes there has to be a reasonable explanation for what's happening to his friends, Nina Dobrev, who at least looks good, as Marlowe, a student who's guilty about a patient in her past, James Norton as Jamie, another student who is haunted by a past relationship, and Kiersey Clemens as Sophia, the student who ruined someone's life by hacking her phone. Flatliners is a horrible remake that should have never been greenlit and falls flat at every turn. If you have any interest in seeing this, steer clear and just watch the original instead. I think we know where my rating's going on this one. Flatliners, I got 2 words for ya. Suck it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTrueBaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, Troop out.